and welcome to Grossly Competent, the learning, development, adulting, and Christmassy podcast that doesn't claim to be pretty, but will happily pretend to be slightly competent. I am your host, Steve Council, joined by my co-host, a man most often confused for Krampus, Mr. Patrick Aylshire.
I love the holiday infusion.
Thank you. I was debating about saying Gro-Ho-Ho, but I didn't think it was gonna fit, but I just did it. So I guess I win. I don't know. Anyway.
Well, we'll have plenty of time to talk about us being gross as we go on today. So there'll be.
Speaking of which, folks, I am happy to let Patrick take the lead on this one because he is the magical elf of this episode. I don't know if you have gained that sense of Mr. Patrick, but he is the Christmas man. He is the Hallmark dude. He's the one that's coming back to town from being in the big city. And he's like, maybe I should settle back down here. And then he ends up like hanging out with a baker. And it's like, the usual shenanigans of Hallmark. There's a lot of shooting. It's cool. It's fine. But I'm letting Mr. Patrick take the lead this time.
And Steve, thank you so much. I do want to thank you for joining us today as well. I forgot to introduce you, despite the clear risks of you joining us verbally.
Totally get it, man. Totally get it.
And today, yes, is in fact the Christmas extravaganza, the spectacular, whatever you want to call it. I do love me some Christmas, as Steve pointed out. It's great because we're both hideous individuals.
Mm-hmm.
Steve loves Halloween because he can connect with it more. I love Christmas because it's a time of year where I forget about my overall appearance just for a little bit. I'm so wrapped up in the holidays, I don't even have to necessarily think, unless the awful prank one year was my parents got me a mirror.
Come on, guys.
It was another like some kids get coal.
Yeah.
I got a mirror.
Oh. I thought you were going to say something like what's the, oh man, I'm so stupid. The stuff that you kiss under mistletoe, right?
Mistletoe.
Like somebody pretended it was mistletoe, but it was really poison ivy for your face or something like that.
It was actually
happening.
Yeah, it was actually actual poison and I got really sick.
Well, you deserved it.
So yes, I do love the holiday season overall, as we've talked about previously. And whichever holiday speaks to you, listeners, we are glad you're here listening in.
We are, absolutely. And before we get into our holiday spectacular-roso, do you know who makes us merry and bright this week?
I do. It is our fantastic sponsor.
Damn right it is. Who is making it festive?
Today's episode is brought to you by Obligatory Holiday Cheer.
Oh, well, perfect.
The seasonal emotion you're legally required to feel between December 1st and December 25th. It comes preloaded with forced smiles, at least one awkward family conversation, and the quiet realization that you've heard the same song 47 times today. Whether you're wrapping gifts at midnight or pretending to enjoy fruitcake, Obligatory Holiday Cheer is there to remind you that joy is mandatory. Obligatory Holiday Cheer, because nothing says Christmas like performance happiness.
Wow. Well, thank you so much, big Obligatory Holiday Cheer. I think I speak for basically all of our listeners when I say we just couldn't do it without you. Some of those hit near and dear to my heart. I'm going to keep quiet on which ones because I don't want to ostracize all of my family and friends. So I'm just going to leave it that. I will agree with the hear the same song 47 times. Yes. Mariah Carey much.
Don't know that one.
You don't know that one? I have my son trained that every time Last Christmas by Wham comes up, I go, hey, bud, who sings this? And he'll hear it, and he goes, Wham! I'm like, oh, it just makes me so happy. So what's going on, man? You're taking the lead on this. And fellow listeners out there, when Patrick told me, hey, man, holiday episode, I kind of want to, I want to be able to build it. You do that. You did a good job. You got yourself a treat for the last episode. You get to do it again this week. And I will just kick back. What happens is I sit back in my chair and I kick my feet up on the desk and I'm just like, yep. And then he does all the work. I come on, I say a few words. I show everybody how dumb I am. And then we finish and he edits and then we put it online. So that's pretty cool. So what do you have in store for us, man?
Before we jump into our fun for the day, since this is the time of year when many people, now listen carefully, are either not working or not working, I thought we'd read off some sample out of office emails and give our thoughts on them. Because a lot of people are going to take off many days, many weeks around the holiday season. So, Steve, I thought it would be fun if we took turns reading and giving feedback from these out of office replies. And I will tell you that I did a little research on bringing back my good friend, Mr. Chat GPT. So they were able to supply some of these. So these, again, are not necessarily our words, but they are the words of someone on the internet that we don't know.
You know, it's funny you say that. And I'm so glad we were able to bring our AI friend into our AI podcast. We should, collectively as society, we should come up with a name for Chat GPT. Like, do you remember Ask Jeeves?
Oh, absolutely.
The predecessor to I shouldn't say all, but it was a more popular search engine.
Correct.
Until Google became just a household synonymous name with search it up on the internet, dummy. And was kind of thinking about we should call Chat GPT for the G, like Jeeves. We should just call him Jeeves.
Yeah. I like him.
Well, come on, Jeeves. He'll get it.
Because what Google has done is that Google as a company, a noun, has obviously over the last decade is now a verb.
Yeah.
You Google something. That's when you know you've made it.
Oh yeah. When you are part of the vernacular of the world.
So are we Jeeving it? We're Jeeving it. Yeah.
I'm just going to ask Jeeves. What he thinks. Yes. All right. Okay. Yeah. I love this. This is awesome. I'm going to pull this up here. Let's rock.
Sounds good. All right. I'm going to go first. I've got the passive aggressive professional. Okay. Thank you for your message. I will be out of the office December 23rd through the 27th and will respond upon my return.
How is that passive aggressive?
That's what I was curious. I think it seems yeah. That's why I wanted to discuss these, because I don't find that passive aggressive.
No. Like if it said something like, I'm trying to think of an example. It'd be like, thanks for your message. I'll be out of the office, but you should have known that.
Yes.
Like that's passive aggressive.
Why are you sending me email now? Are you not out of the office, loser?
All right. So I have the oversharer. Oh boy. Is it coincidental you gave that to me? Okay.
No.
I'll be out spending quality time with family, baking, reflecting, unplugging, and recharging. No, you're not.
While watching Hallmark Christmas movies is what that meant to say.
You're going to be doing maybe one of those things, and that is baking. That's it.
The next one is the corporate buzzword avalanche, aka the linked influencer message. Okay, And I'm reading it how it's written. I'll be OOO, we know is out of office, while I align with family stakeholders and recalibrate priorities for Q1.
Oh God, that actually makes me nauseous. It is
So bad.
I'm going to be on the lookout for that on LinkedIn. And I will pounce and be like, listen here, buddy. Oh my God. Gag. All right. The too honest one. All right. I'm off this week. If this is urgent, it probably isn't. You know what? I might steal that one.
Some of these I would love to use, but like I know at some point it would come back. Like someone that I report to or they report to would be like, you can't do that, even though it's fun. At a former organization, I did something similar where I took off for my birthday and then the following day, which happens to be Flag Day. And so I took off. My message was, this is when I worked in manufacturing. And I said, I am going to be out celebrating the anniversary of my birth, as well as the following day to celebrate Flag Day. I do hope we get some really good breeze, something along the lines of that. And a little HRBP just popped in while I was out, and he talked to my boss. He was like, I get it, but also this is going out to our clients and stuff. So it was like, if I had it, like, I think I just had it for internal too, but like, I was like, okay, no fun here. But
yeah.
So,
I don't know. I think that's funny.
Yeah.
If I was sending a message to somebody like a different company or whatever, I just want to get in contact, and that's the response I get, I actually think I would laugh. Like, yeah, okay, I kind of like this guy. Like, this guy is good. Oh, boo.
We have a handful more. I'm going to go with the fake cheerful.
Oh, yeah. That sounds good.
Happy holidays! 3 exclamations. Ooh, a couple emojis, Christmas tree and a star. I'll be out of the office and back energized and excited to reconnect. 3 exclamation points.
Bye. Oh boy. I'm looking at this next one. I have been guilty. I've totally done this on accident. The incomplete handoff.
Okay.
I'm out of the office. For urgent matters, contact. And then
nobody.
I've completely done it where I can remember a specific time I was gone for 2 weeks.
Oh no.
I was gone for 2 weeks.
Now that's passive aggressive.
No, it was one of those things that I didn't realize what I did until I got back and went, oh boy. So what happened is I thought I had this block of text. I thought I copied and pasted it at the end of like the signature, but it didn't. So mine just said like, hey, thank you. If you have any questions or you need something immediate, please contact, and then I had colon and then nothing.
Love it. They were
people were obviously wise enough to be like, oh, well, if Steve didn't answer, I'm just going to go to his manager. But yeah, guilty as charged. I've totally done that.
The soft threat, which I think, again, this one doesn't seem like a bunch of a threat, but I'll be out of the office and respond when I return.
Dickhead.
Just no detail, but
I swear to God, if you leave me a message. Oh, well, speaking of which. All right. So I guess the unhinged, in parentheses, rare but glorious.
Yeah.
That's the name of it. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I am off until January. If this cannot wait, reconsider why.
That might be my favorite.
Oh, that's a good one. Ooh, I like that one a lot. You know what? Call me unhinged. Whatever. That may have to happen. That is fantastic.
So, Steve, now that we've gone over some of those that are somewhat legit or ridiculous, I think it's time for us to maybe just go over a sprinkle of these office replies that are best suited for guys like us who belong in a club. A club so ugly and so rare, it only has 2 members.
You think we could have, while we're saying these, we could have some like festive, Christmassy kind of music just sprinkled in the background?
Absolutely. Yes. Let's make it work. So I'm going to,
The miracle happen. You do.
and teamwork makes the dream work.
You are a miracle on Disgusting Street. That's just...
They're going to say at least miracle, like dirty ice or something, but that's fine too.
Oh, I see what you have here. All right. Fire us off,
So-
man.
Let's start. We'll see how far we get into here. But the first one is the founding member. I'll be out of the office until January. Ugly club rules apply. No mirrors, no meetings, no growth.
Oh, I was thinking it was going to be like Fight Club. There's 3 rules to Fight Club. You don't talk about Fight Club. You are god-awful. And we don't talk about Fight Club. Oh, this one's near and dear to my heart. Thank you. The Honest Minimalist. Just kidding. I'm not minimalist. Out of office. Back later. Still ugly. Still competent-ish.
The fake corporate one. Parentheses, barely holding it together. Thank you for your email. I will be out of the office recharging, reflecting, and avoiding eye contact until January.
Oh, had to throw in the recharging. We are all but Duracell batteries up in this business. The overconfident liar. Okay, now you are really actually calling to me. I'll return refreshed and ready to engage. This is not true. That's kind of like, hey, thanks for your email. Not really.
No. The passive aggressive ugly. I am out of the office. If this is urgent, please consider lowering your standards.
Did you ever watch Mad TV?
Oh my God, yeah.
The bit that they would do, lowered expectations.
I don't totally recall that, but I just remember Stewart. Look what I can do.
So you owe it to yourself. And those of you out in listener land, you owe it to yourself just to YouTube some of these. It was a very short bit. It was like, so some of you out there, this is not meant to be criticizing or anything, but there was a time before dating apps and you would either have to refer. I know I'm gross. Come on, you don't have to bark at my face. My God.
Go ahead. I'll go on mute.
Listeners, if you can't hear that, there's just a dog yelling at me. It's all good. So there was a time before dating apps where you would rely on either like venturing out into the world, which still is the case. The classified, sometimes there was classified ads in like newspapers. Craigslist even did it for a bit. Or there were like telephone groups that you could be a part of that like they'd like record a video of you and you could call and listen to like, ooh, I like number 857682 or whatever. And it's like, they'll try to connect you. It was really goofy. So the whole bit is making fun of that. And it's all these like exceedingly awkward individuals that do it. It'd be like lowered expectation. They would give their bit like, oh yeah, I don't know what to do with my hands. And like, they would just like do all sorts of goofy stuff. Please, I'm not selling it correctly. You need to go watch it. It's too funny.
YouTube. Definitely.
Yeah, YouTube it. Seriously. I bet they probably have like one singular video with like a bunch of them thrown in it because they're only like 20 seconds long. They're very short. Oh, okay. Here I am. The quote, available but don't. I'll be out of the office, but technically reachable. Please do not test this boundary. When I hear that, I think of that little girl, like the meme of the little girl with like that really disgusted face. And it usually has the text. Yeah. Could you effing not? I don't want to get flagged by Apple Music again or whatever. Right. Because we happen to have a guest on that said a few naughty words and we can't get them to not pull the explicit off of that episode.
Oh, really?
Right. Yes. I'm assuming they must have had like goddamn AI. No, they had AI. They must have scrubbed it somehow or like, like reviewed it. And it must have hit like some threshold of too many naughties.
Or Or someone at Apple headquarters listens to our podcast. And they're like, oh, I got to...
You know what? Sure.
Let's go with that. All right, Steve, let's go. Let's each read one more.
Okay, cool.
And then I've got a fun activity for us to do. The next one is the NPR, but feral. I'll be away from the mic and the inbox until January. Any emails sent will be received calmly and judged silently.
I like the judged silently part. That is great. The HR approved ugly. I will be out of the office for the holidays. Coverage has been arranged. Expectations have not. You know, when you get a hold of, like, you send somebody a message and you get the response of like, you may contact, you already know it's kind of like, well, you're really not going to solve my problems.
Yeah.
That fits that perfectly. That's too funny. I love it. Awesome. That was fun. And thank you, Jeeves.
Yeah. We Jeeved it up, and I'm excited for some new ideas. So when I am out of the office next week, I will be able to test the boundaries.
I think I might. I love that one so much. Do not test this boundary. That is so awesome. Which is funny because I have a gentleman that reports to me, and he was telling me the days that he plans on being off, and I was telling him the days I'm going to be off. And we had some overlap where he was going to be on site and I was not. And I'm like, well, hey, I tell you what, if you need me for anything, I'm a text message away. Like, just shoot me a message. And he was very gracious and saying, no, that is your time. You go ahead. But I understand the sentiment, but at the same time, like, dude, if you have a quick question, I can answer it. That's not a big threat. But I also understand. I was very proud of him for being so good about boundaries. So I have to give credit where it's due. Got to give it where it's due.
Good call. All right, kids, it is time for some holiday fun. Stephen Cornelius, I thought it'd be a great way to spend our Grossmas Spectacular discussing a few different holiday topics.
Actually, it does sound like Christmas.
Yeah. First up, I'd like to just run through our top 3 holiday movies in any order.
Oh, cool. Okay,
so maybe want to do back and forth. So I'll start one and then you go to one and we'll go work our way back that way.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I could come up with 3. Sure.
Okay. I'm going to go with one I've seen just hundreds of times, I think, that's National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Ooh.
It's obviously a classic. So there's so many good one-liners. And as I just alluded to, I have seen this movie so many times that sometimes before I watch it, I don't think it's going to be as funny as I once did. But then I go back and rewatch it and I remember how it is truly comical.
Oh,
I mean, shitter's full, right?
I, as a matter of fact, just watched this less than a week ago with my wife.
Oh.
And at one moment, I looked at her and I went, every time I watch this as I get older, I realized every time how little I would want to live next to the Griswolds.
Are you Todd and Margot?
Yes, I am definitely Todd. Although my wife and I joke around that really I'm Uncle Lewis. Oh, and she is is it Gladys? No, she's the one that sings Star Spangled.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, the national anthem. Yeah, because there's that moment where he's sitting and she hears the squirrel in the tree. And she's like, it's a funny squeaky. And he's like, Jesus Christ, you couldn't hear a dump truck driving through a nitroglycerin plant. Every time that part comes on, or the part where they first walk into the house, and I can't remember what leads up to it. But someone's like,
the Jello mold?
Well, she says something like, oh no, did I break wind?
Yeah.
And Uncle Lewis goes, Jesus, did the room clear out? No. I looked at my wife and I go, oh my God, that's me. Isn't it? Like, oh, dang it. Because I'll see those things usually in jest, but I can assume as I get older, I'm going to be more like, cranky. Oh, yeah.
You're gonna lose the ability to wield your weapon. Your sarcasm weapon. Huh? We do flashbacks here sometimes.
We do. Call back. I will. I have to put this out there real quick before I get into one of mine. I was debating about putting Christmas Vacation on mine.
Okay.
Did not. Like I did not do that because that movie is a bit too real for me. There are too many times I'm like, yeah. There's the one line
Relatable.
Yeah, there's so many like little bits of that movie just crack me up. One of the subtle things that happens in that movie that I love is when Clark and Cousin Eddie are shopping in like the Walmart store, whatever. And Clark is trying to break the ice with him of like, basically, let me help you with Christmas. You provide using for your kids. And Cousin Eddie's talking about how he doesn't have any money, but he just keeps loading into cart with the 40-pound bags of dog food. And Clark happens to grab a 4-pack of light bulbs, puts it on top, and just seamlessly, Eddie grabs another 40-pound bag and just slams it right on top. And neither of them react. And I just love it. I love that so much. Oh, it's a great movie. It's a tough one.
What do you got?
I am going to say It's a Wonderful Life. I love that movie.
Good choice.
It's powerful storytelling. It's just so well done. You can make fun of the way he speaks all you want, but Jimmy Stewart is the man. He crushes that role. And I don't know if they were ever to do a remake, if it could ever be used to it.
I completely agree. And that we have some overlap because I also had It's a Wonderful Life on my list.
So,
and my sentiments were that, such a warm and fuzzy story, sad at times, but also feel good the rest of the time. The last, 15 to 20 minutes is just so good when it comes all kind of full circle and realization. And every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings and Clarence gets its wings. It's a fantastic story.
Yeah, it is. It's an awesome story. And I like that you mentioned about the highs and the lows, because that's life, man, right? Like, we have great moments where things are going like, wow, nothing could be better. And then as soon as you think that, something just comes and strikes it down. And it's just a really awesome movie. I'm afraid, though, that we are all starting to live in Pottersville. And so that, anyway. So was that your second one?
That was my second movie.
Okay. I'm sorry. Jeez, I feel like I stole it from you.
No, you're good.
I'm going to kind of cheat. Lord of the Rings. No, I'm kidding. But I am going to kind of cheat. I am going to cheat on this one. And that is The Nightmare Before Christmas. Because, why we got
Christmas in it. It's got Christmas in it.
It's the perfect November film.
Okay.
But the songs are catchy. I love the theme of it. It's just a fun dynamic. It's something just new and interesting that no other Hollywood or holiday movie has. Maybe the closest thing to it would be like The Grinch Stole Christmas. In that kind of dynamic of it's told through basically the bad guy, and you sympathize with them to a degree. And I said the songs, I think I mentioned the songs are awesome. And for some of you, you may or may not know this, but Disney got metal bands to redo the songs of The Nightmare Before Christmas. It's called The Nightmare Revisited.
Oh.
And for you metalheads out there, there's some really awesome little gems on there. So highly recommend it.
That's great. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a great movie. Tim Burton. I love it. Well done. My last one is, again, a little more contemporary, and that is Elf.
Oh, that is a good one.
I got a list of just why it's so good. You got Will Ferrell, New York City, Christmas time, Zooey Deschanel, candy canes, candy corn, syrup. What else could you ask for?
So I have a question for you, and I am not 100% sure. I'm not trying to set you up. Is it Zoe or Zooey? Because I've heard it as both.
Pretty sure she pronounces it Zoe Deschanel.
She does? Okay. Because I swear I've heard it as Zooey, and I'm like, what? Nah. And like, it'll be weird. I'll randomly hear it, like whether it's maybe some broadcast or something like that. And it just is it's so dark. Yeah. Odd. So I thought maybe you would know.
Zoe, if you want to leave us an email, or if you're listening this week, let us know.
Yeah. Yeah. Or Will, if you feel like, if you want to take a break from your PayPal advertisements, you just feel free to send us a little message. That would be great. Elf is a really fun movie. That's a great movie. It's awesome. My number one, hands down, up and down, over and through. I will die on this hill every single day of my life. It is not only my favorite holiday movie, it may be one of my favorite movies just to watch regularly because it's phenomenal. And that is The Muppets Christmas Carol.
Really? Okay. Why is this at the top of your list?
Oh my God. So, there's so many reasons. Michael Caine, I love Michael Caine.
Mm-hmm.
He crushes it as Scrooge. And I remember seeing an interview with him, he plays that part so well, and he's so stoic and he's so serious. He, in an interview, I wish I could pull it up. I read this multiple times, where he specifically said that he wanted to play the role as if he was like in theater, like doing it like a Shakespearean theatrical role. Like, he took it so seriously. So you have the dynamic of the actual Christmas Carol story. Michael Caine crushes it. Disney came back to their goddamn senses and put back in the song. Some of you may know what I'm talking about. They put it back in. There was a while there that they took out The Love Is Gone because they thought it was too sad for young viewers. It is a pivotal part of the movie. It demonstrates everything Scrooge loses from his own power lust and his greed. It is so important. So thank you, Disney, for putting that back in. I love that it adds humor and it doesn't take away from the content of the film. Like, it doesn't sugarcoat anything. Like, even the ghost of Christmas Yet to Come, or like the future, he's creepy as hell. He's a Grim Reaper, dude. Like, he's a faceless Grim Reaper. And he's Muppetized, but he's still creepy as hell. And they even break the fourth wall. Like, they introduce the fourth wall to young viewers, and they show how they break it. There's a moment where Rizzo the Rat's like, this is kind of scary, and woohoo! Like, aren't we a little nervous for the younger viewers? And Gonzo replies, it's culture. And he's so right. He's so absolutely right. It is an amazing film through and through. There is no notes. Fantastic film.
Admittedly, I haven't watched that movie since I was probably younger, so I will...
Thank you so much for joining us today.
I will have to go back and watch it. It's been a long time, so...
I sincerely mean it when I say, like, every holiday season, I watch it at a minimum 2 to 3 times.
Okay. Wow.
My kids love it. Like, it's great. There's a line. You can tell I clearly love this movie. There's a line where young Scrooge in the past is talking to the headmaster of his school, and Sam the Eagle is the individual from the school, and he says something to Scrooge, and Scrooge says, "Yes, headmaster." I say that all the time in our household. Anytime my wife is like, "Can you do this?" I'm like, "Yes, headmaster. Yes, headmaster." Like, I'm constantly quoting that film. It's so good. I'm sorry I interrupted.
No,
got excited. What can I say?
So, I think we came up with 5 technically really good holiday movies.
Do you throw a rando in there, because I feel like I stole yours?
No. I am quite content. I mean, the ones I always come to mind that I watch, are the Home Alone and Home Alone 2. I think those are some classics. But yeah, I really like on the opposite end of Christmas, Muppet Christmas Carol of Scrooge with Bill Murray. Just Scrooge, that's definitely up there. But what I wanted to do now, Steve, is that I don't want to leave out any other holidays. And one that we did not mention yet is Festivus. So yes, absolutely. So I thought it would be entertaining to do a quick little segment here where we talk about one thing that annoyed us all year.
So this is, if memory serves me right, the whole thing of Festivus, like when that's Seinfeld, right?
Correct.
Yes. It was like the airing of grievances.
Correct.
Right? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well done then.
I will go ahead with the first one. So going to be a little bit of a ramble here. My answer is one simple word, and that is merging. Okay. So bear with me. Why merging? Well, here's why. First off, you're aware in typical Wisconsin fashion, there's construction everywhere all the time.
Oh, would you hold on? Can I step in for our on Wisconsinites? Folks out there that are not from this state, there is a joke that there are 4 seasons. There is spring, and then there's winter, and there's fall, and then there's construction. And the thing about construction is it takes up 11 months and 29 days.
Yeah.
Like, it is endless. And I assume somebody out there from a different state or country, perhaps, is listening and going, yeah, well, we got the same thing. Let us air our grievances, please.
And you know what? If you live in a warm climate, you have better roads, okay? So you don't have salt trucks destroying and weather and climate destroying your highways. So let us air those grievances. So there are...
Sorry to interrupt. I had to make sure I put that out there.
Constantly lane closures, detours, repaving, repairing, remodeling, expanding, condensing, and with all that, merging. I understand that merging comes with the territory, but my frustration is the public's lack of understanding of how to properly merge. Steve, unbeknownst to what I will say is many, the correct way is to zipper merge. It doesn't mean move over a mile away once you see a lane closure sign. It doesn't mean getting over a half mile away from the lane closure. That idea is that people should stay in their lane and then take turns getting into the available, we'll say for this example, the middle lane at the last moment. I'm not talking being a dickhead, but really, truly waiting to the very end, acting like a zipper is the right way to do it. Now, let me catch my breath for a moment, because I am going to channel my inner Clark Griswold here. Okay.
Yeah.
I am still lathered up with these suds. This shower ain't over yet, buddy. Next in my annoyance of merging is merging of all TV entertainment. With all these damn streaming services, it's basically like having cable all over again. Yes, I stole that joke from the internet from a few years ago, but it's true. Just last month, I couldn't watch ESPN. I mean, the mothership, because there was some contract dispute. Why in 2025 can I not watch one of the most popular channels on TV because some asshats cannot agree on how many millions they can agree to? I shouldn't have to crawl back to cable or Fubo or Sling. I just want to watch my YouTube TV to have the channels it's supposed to have. Keep your $20 refund and just give me the channels. Holy shit, where's the Tylenol?
Yes. No notes. No notes. You are dead on accurate. So the merging thing, I live out in Bumble, so that doesn't exist. But you, being the set of folk that you are, you do deal with merging, and oh my God, I sympathize, man. I do. As far as the streaming stuff, holy hell, dude. Yeah, man. It's super obnoxious. Like, come on. What the hell? Why on earth does there have to be 58 different varieties? Like, what the whole point of streaming was to break up what cable didn't do. Like the whole argument was always like, I got 100 channels and nothing on them, right? Like,
Yeah.
okay, so then streaming services were like, well, how about you get to pick whatever you want to watch? What do you think of that? And you knew you had like a limited amount, like Netflix in its early years. It was all just like shows that they were like they bought.
Yeah.
Like they didn't produce their own.
Right.
Fine. So like, I'm going to watch The Wonder Years. Like, okay, watch The Wonder, whatever, right? That was cool. Now it's like, holy hell, I want to watch something. Well, do you have ABC Plus University expansion sub? It's like, oh my God. No, I don't. And I'm not going to buy it. Like
the game.
Oh no.
It's only on Peacock this year. Like,
God. Oh, come on. Whatever. Well, we're losing that battle, especially since as of the time of this recording, and correct me if I'm wrong, Netflix is on the trajectory to buy, isn't that Paramount?
Correct.
That correct? Warner Brothers.
Yeah, you got it.
Just a small mom and pop shop.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Nothing like a monopoly in our entertainment.
So what do you got for us, Steve? Would you like to air?
Honest to goodness, I am inclined to say I don't have nearly as passionate of a gripe. But now that I am thinking of it, and you've instilled a fire in me, this is totally recency bias. Like, okay, I said the whole year, right? Like, what's annoying?
Yeah, but it could be the last hour.
Yeah, but you know what? I feel like, I think I do know what I want to say. Today, believe it or not, folks, I was listening to terrestrial radio. Gross. I know. What kind of an animal am I? Anyway, I was listening to Christmas music. Get over it.
Oh, what is that?
I was listening to like whatever the local Christmas station was on the radio.
Sure.
And this advertisement came on. I'm trying to remember for what the advertisement was, but it started off saying something along the lines of like, when we were growing up, we used to drink out of the garden hose. And we played outside all day until the lights came on. Nowadays, the kids play on apps. Whatever.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, the advertisement, I don't remember the company, but the advertisement was for fixing your electronic devices. It was like, well, we'll fix your iPad and your...
Sure.
What my grievance is, because I feel like there has been this like emergence. I know it's always been there, but I feel like it has been really bad this year, is that type of mentality of like, oh, kids nowadays don't play outside in the snow. Bullshit. I got two and they play outside in the snow all the time. Like, now I know the sample size that I have is very small. I get that. But kids play outside. Like, and for those of you that complain that my kids don't drink out of the fire hose, no one's stopping you from letting your kids drink out of your herbicide, pesticide-filled garden hose. Like, nobody is saying you can't. Like, why don't you just like run that thing through some dirt while you're at it and just shove it in their mouth and then act shocked. Just act shocked when they get sick. Like, well, I don't understand. I guess like that kind of, it's the same thing as like, oh, you guys got participation trophies? When I hear an older, like, so I'm a millennial. So when I hear like a boomer say that, my first thought is, who do you think made those?
Yeah.
Who made them? Because I got to tell you, 6-year-old me wasn't begging for it. Like, and by the way, I never got one. But
well, and the same point of the Gen Z argument. Well, the Gen Z, like, those are your children.
Yeah, I mean, my God, right? Like, oh, they have no social skills. You're their parents. Like, what? Come on. Dude, give me a break. Oh, so you said that you were channeling your inner Clark Griswold. I had to take an actual, like, ooh, okay. Take a moment here, like, because I am going to fly. But I don't know. Maybe it's, like I said, maybe it's just the recency bias right now because I just heard that ad. But I do genuinely feel like I am just hearing this so much more recently. It is insane.
I completely agree with that. 110%.
100.
So, 50 cent. Do you have that $10 I wanted to borrow last week?
No, I don't. I didn't. I spent it on a dozen eggs. It was weird. I went to said that they actually were like in the red because some dick came in and busted a whole dozen of eggs. I'm like, oh, here you go. Oh, and they were the free range kind.
That was a bad day. That was a bad day. Well, Steve, before we wrap things up, I have a little surprise. And listeners, Steve doesn't know what I'm about to read.
Yeah.
And I'm very, very excited. I want to read you a little bit of a holiday tale. Okay? Are you ready?
Oh my God, if this involves you getting locked in a bathroom, it'll be the greatest day of my life.
It does not. It is holiday themed. I will let you know it's an abridged version from the original, so it's not as long, but it has been tweaked and fixed to fill our show. Okay. All I'm going to say. So this is called a little story I'd like to call "'Twas the Night Before Grossmas." This is the Ugly Club cut. Okay. So again, a little abridged from the original reading. "'Twas the night before recording, the mics glowing bright, 2 faces for radio, prepared for the fight. One came with an outline, calm, NPR clean. The other arrived late, vibes only, unkeen. They talked work and feelings and learning in theory, while missing the point, impressively, yearly. One spoke with intention, structure, and care. The other said, 7, like numbers aren't real there." Little flashback to our scoring system. A setting. Yeah. They pivoted wildly, then pivoted more. Changed plans mid-sentence, then asked for the floor. Ideas got lifted, then badly explained. One stole the thought, the other reclaimed. They judged bad bosses and culture gone fake, while being the example of every mistake. They preached boundaries, burnout, inclusion, and grace. They ignored all of it in real time on tape. A guest once arrived and raised up the whole room. For 10 blessed minutes, the show did improve. The host behaved better, sat up, spoke right. Ugly Club rule. Let professionals shine the light. Couches were sat on the wrong way each time. Frameworks were bent till they barely made sense in rhyme. Feedback was given, feedback was feared. Growth was discussed. Growth did not appear. They wrapped up the chaos, exhausted but smug, still certain they'd taught you something. Shrug. And Patrick proclaimed, as the recorders died, grossly competent to all. Ugly Club worldwide.
Wow, man, that was awesome. Seriously. Thank you.
Oh, of course. I do want to give a thank to our bonus friend in the podcast. Because the creativity in my soul was not there this week. And although I will say I did have to ask our friend Jeeves to, it was some work. I had multiple edits. I wanted to make it just right. And so the first rendition was just ripping on Steve the whole time.
Oh my God.
It would have been good, but it was a little rough. So I said, let's tweak this a little bit. So Jeeves came through.
Do you have that copy? I would love.
I can send the search results.
Maybe we need to get a recording of you doing that one, and we do it as like a little bonus.
Ooh,
just saying, putting it out there. Well, I don't know what to say. That just warms my heart. Do you know? I know. Do you know who else warms my heart? Spinnerooski. Dun, 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 the Spinnerooski. All right, folks. It is the Spinnerooski. For those of you that may not be familiar with the Spinnerooski is, I will explain. What it is we take a moment every episode to spin the Spinnerooski, a wheel with a host of names that could potentially be associated with the unknown woman that gave Patrick and I the greatest gift of all, the Ugly Club, and to thank her personally and by name. So with that, Mr. Patrick, are we ready to fire off that wheel?
Christmas Spinnerooski starts now.
Dun, 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 dun.
Aurora.
That is a very Christmassy kind of a name.
It is. That was
Roar. That is that's Sleeping Beauty's name, isn't it? Princess Aurora.
We get some weird coincidences on this show.
Wow, I know. I feel like we should probably pipe in the X-Files theme every time we spin the wheel. Wow. Well, thank you so much, Aurora. By the way, beautiful name, which is great because it is a direct comparison to our faces. We are gross and you have a beautiful name. So thank you so very much for every gift you have bestowed upon us, especially our favorite, the Ugly Club. You live rent-free in our heads, and we love it that you're there. Thank you, and thank you.
Aurora, you were beautiful back then, and I'm sure you are beautiful now, and I truly hope you have a beautiful, magical holiday season.
And I hope you've never had somebody push you away to go talk to somebody else.
You took our breath away.
Well, because this bad boy up here, man, what are you thinking?
I think you are correct. We would like to thank everyone out in listener land for joining us on the Grossmas Spectacular on this podcast, Grossly Competent. If you like what you're hearing and want to support the show, here are the best ways possible. You can
subscribe, follow, and give a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere you get your podcasts. You can visit us on Buzzsprout at grosslycompetent.buzzsprout.com. Here you can become an active supporter and help us with the show. Every cent counts and is wildly appreciated. You can give us a shout on Instagram at grosslycompetent. You can email us directly at grosslycompetent@gmail.com. You can use the link at the top of the show notes to send us a message. And last but not least, we would love it more than almost anything in the whole world if you would tell your friends, your family, your coworkers, or that super awesome L&D person who's hopefully not locked in a bathroom all about this podcast.
It was one time. I was totally kidding. It didn't really happen. So, a side note, I will give a shout out to my sister. I went to my apartment complex, hosted a holiday gala last night, and I sent my siblings on the sibling text the obligatory selfie in the bathroom, right? Getting ready to go, whatever. And my sister chimed in, "Did you make it out?" And I had to say, there was no closet door.
Oh, I love it. It's so great.
We do appreciate all of you. Any form of support you can provide means the world to us. This is truly a labor of love, and we love bringing it to you each and every week.
We sure do.
Now, generally, Steve is the king of the shoutouts, and he's got so many connections. However, this week, since I was kind of planning this all out, I actually had a shout out this week that I wanted to give. And this is just kind of the epitome of our show, but this is truly random. It's a random shout out based on happenstance, but I'd like to give a shout out, if you are listening, to Teresa, who works with Steve.
True.
Teresa, I don't know if you listen to the show or even like Steve.
Probably not.
But I'd like to say hello, and I want to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas. Tell them that P Money says hello and hi to Haley for me.
Oh, that's so nice. Can I add a shout out real quick?
No.
Oh, okay, cool. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Stay, guys. Bye. Yes, please. Please do.
I would like to give a shout out to our UK listener. Notice I say listener, not z. And I believe we had a listener a couple weeks now, South Korea.
Yeah.
And there was another one that you and I mentioned. I'm drawing a blank. India?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
We've had
there was like 2 or 3 weeks we had somebody. So hopefully you're still listening. We love it. That just tickles my fancy. I don't know about you, Patrick, but the fact that somebody on the opposite side of this planet is listening to us is just, I don't know if I can explain like what that feels like. That's just like wild to me.
Like I texted you the other day, we joked about initially that like, oh, I'm sure it was a glitch in the matrix or whatever. But now the fact that they're listening more than once, if once they hit 2 listens, that's no accident.
Yeah.
They are impressed with switches. I don't know why.
Sad? Is it sad?
Yeah.
No, we appreciate you, our worldwide brethren. You guys are amazing, and gals. I don't know. I don't judge. I don't care. You can maybe be both. I don't care. But thank you. I appreciate it. So does Patrick. It's great. And Teresa, I know you're not listening. I mean, let's just be honest. You have better things to do, but we appreciate you too. Well, man, are there any parting holiday greetings or phrases or something that you think?
No, but I would like to just touch base and let everyone know that I hope everyone listening has a great rest of your holiday season and a happy new year. Steve and I are going to stretch out our masks, dust them off a little bit, and we're going to take a week off to just like the going away, the out of office replies said, but do some baking, do some holiday gift wrapping and recharging our batteries, as they like to say. And we'll be back in a couple weeks.
That sounds like a treat. I know I'm going to miss you guys. I'm not going to lie. So we will be available via Instagram though. So if you want to reach out to us and just tell us how you are having a difficult time making it 1 week without a brand new Grossly Competent, my God, you please let us know.
It's the perfect time to go back and re-listen. So
without a doubt. Oh, okay. I got to throw this out there. I'm so sorry. I had a friend of mine. He reached out yesterday. I know, I'm sorry, but this is great. This is so mandatory. He reached out yesterday and said, I gotta pull it up here now. I'm sorry. This is what happens. I got excited. He said he was just listening to some of the previous episodes. He said he missed some. And then he wrote, I'll bet Olivia has 3 kids and is an assistant manager at the Hallmark store. And I thought that was, I even wrote, I go, that feels oddly specific. I just thought that was such a weird and yet funny observation.
Maybe.
So if you, I don't know. But so if you have any thoughts on what our Spinnerooski of the week may be up to, you please share. Let us know by all means.
Yes, please do. That would be fantastic because we don't know. And so we
do not. It's a mystery. All right, folks. That's it for this episode. Uggos, we love you. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. All that kind of good stuff. Although we're going to be, they won't hear it until after the New Year, right?
Yeah, this one?
That's right.
Yes.
Well, this one, yeah.
Come out on Christmas Eve.
Yeah. But then the next time we talk to them will be after the New Year. So Happy New Year to all of you. We love you. Thank you again. You're the greatest. Patrick, shall we?
Let's do it.
Merry Holidays.
I have to stop banging on the table when I do the end of that because it always cuts off in the editing process. But Merry Christmas. It's too late. It's too late.
Apologize.
Ooh, good one.